So, some very sad news last week in the passing of Van Connor. This tune was actually written by Van and Mark Lanigan, so I thought this would be a fitting tribute. Now, we're obviously looking at the acoustic part, but I'll go through the solo as well a little bit later on. Now, quick note on tones when I switch over to the lead part. I'm going to be using this pedal, which is the Sunkeeper from Tubesteader. As you can tell by the colour, it's an orange amp-inspired pedal, which I believe that was the flavour of tone they were using at the time, but it sounds pretty good for the solo. All that good stuff. But for the guitar parts, they're actually fairly simple. We have a C chord and an F major 7. That open E string there gives you that, right? Then you've got a D, an F in the bridge, and then we go to a similar riff again. You're adding that C7. So in a nutshell, that is it. But let's run through the strumming pattern, which for the most part is the same. So the rhythm goes. Like that. Lovely, isn't it? So you go down, 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 up, down, up, down, up. Okay? And then you change and play the same thing. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, up. So slowly. That's that, right? Then the bridge part, you play one time round the verse. You go back to the C for a bar, and then you do a D and an F major this time. So you go. Like that, okay? The electric guitar comes in there and just rings those chords out. But let's do the strummy part again, okay? Subtle difference is rather than doing for the last bar, you can just do eighth notes. So. You might find it easy to just stick with the one pattern. Then you're into the chorus. That goes like this. All right, so there you've got very similar part to the verse, basically. But you're going to turn the C into a C7 by adding your little finger on the 3rd fret on the G string. Okay, so you go down, down, add. Okay, so you're adding on the 2nd beat. Rhythm pattern's exactly the same. Those are all the acoustic parts. So over to the solo. Let me play it through once for you. It goes like this. 2, 3, 4. And then you've got some incidental parts which go, they come in at the end. So 2, 3, 4. As the singing's back in. All right, so not a lot to it. We start off on a bend on the 8th fret. 2, 3, 4. And I use my 3rd finger to bend that up, because with it held, you're going to then tuck your little finger in on the 8th fret and strum those 2 notes again. So you've then got this. Okay, and then the 2nd bar you only count for 1, 2, 3, and then on the 3 and you change to the 10th fret. So that would be. And then the parts that you play at the end of each bar, all that stuff is the same rhythm, okay? So you're going to come in on the 3 and you play for an 1/8 note and a half each, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go 10 and then 10 half step bend, quite slow. Next part, you do a full step bend and release to the 8th fret, okay? And that starts the next part. Then from the 8th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you hit the 5th fret up a half step. This is lovely. 10th fret, half a step. 13th fret, full step bend. Now you can either do the bend and then pick a second time and let it release without a third pick, okay? Depends how much sustain you've got. If you don't have much, just pick all 3, okay? And then after the 13th fret, we got this little run. So we go. So it's 2 beats on the 13th fret. Then double stop, and you're going to hammer on 8th to the 10th on the B string. All pentatonic stuff. Then you do a half step bend and release on the 10th fret on the E string. Then this little rundown. Okay, it's just 10, 8, 10, 8. So the last 3 bars again. And then you count almost 2 full bars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that comes in on the 4 end of that second bar. So 10th fret on the D, full step bend and release. So when you release it back to the 10th fret, that's the first beat of the next bar. Okay, so 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that plays around again. That is it. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you again soon.